reflection. All day, all day, all day. Yo, yo, check. Mic checking right quick because sometimes these microphones have me out here looking foolish. So today we're gonna make sure these microphones, mic, it's really gonna be the adapter to the phone. And it's not that, it's this part. Check, 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 check. There's 7 different levels of devil worshiping. Yeah, let's do the other one. Abomatomically. Socrates. Philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they've spotted me. Battle Scar Shogun. All right, we back to the joint. All right, so it's peep game, right? So I have a daughter. She's 12. She's in middle school now. And something that's happened a lot with the kids in her class and in her class or in her school is dating's a big thing, right? These girls like boys, the boys like girls. And I'm not unfamiliar with it because I have a baby. So clearly I've done some dating in my time. But I was curious because I have my way of doing it. I'm very curious about the shop, how the guys feel about when they should let their kid date. And I say kid because they might have sons, they might have daughters, they might not have kids at all. So in their idea, when should they let their kids date? Just because I'm curious, right? Because that is a part of growing up, and it is something that I think does shape the child, how they experience relationships, how they experience dating. I think that shapes the child, and I'm curious about how they view it, how they see it, and how you guys view it and see it. So let's go ask the shop. What's up, kid?
What up, kid?
Yeah, you gotta put the microphone. Man, I always gotta mic you, bro. That's wild.
Yeah, you got Mike me.
All right, check, check, check.
I'm a celebrity.
What's up, buddy? Is you all right with him? Nah,
He about to
got
be
you.
out in a minute.
I got you. I'm sorry, bro. We gonna wait till Kev moves his his client. I mean his client out the way, and then we'll ask him the question. I should go to Kathy, but I'm gonna wait.
You want to go caddy first?
Nah, give me my microphone back, bro. Sorry again, man. Let me ask. Let me ask Scrapes. Scrapes got a son running around behind the camera. Scrapes, can I ask you a question? You mind if I ask your barber some questions? Go ahead. Get you right quick, Brody. Hold on, man. So, first up, what up, Scrapes?
What up, Blue?
Good, Brody. You know what I mean? Happy Friday and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the topic today is when should you let your kid date?
When should you?
Yeah. So I'm asking that
Son
question
or daughter?
because you know it's son or daughter.
Son or daughter.
So it's different for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is it? First off, why is it different? Nah, dude, keep it a buck,
man.
bro. Keep it a buck. Why is it different for your son and your daughter?
Because I knew what I was doing when I was a kid.
So you guilty.
Yeah.
So it's more because you feel bad because you're like, I wonder why he do what I was doing to my daughter.
I don't want nobody to do to my daughter what I was doing to somebody else's daughter. Yeah.
All right. So when do you let your son date?
Whenever you want to start dating.
Whenever you want to date. When do you let your daughter date?
Never.
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 You would never let your daughter. That's it.
Nah, not in my house. Nah, you got no. You
gotta
pay your
move
own
out.
bills. You got your own house. You pay your own bills. Go ahead, go date.
You don't think it's gonna backfire horribly?
Okay.
You think that she gonna be like, nah, never. The whole duration of you just having your daughter?
I don't know.
I'm being real with you. I know you like, haha, man. Part of me feel like you really thinking you could be like, never. She gonna never date.
I didn't say never date.
You said she can't date with you?
Now, is she under my roof? No, she can't date.
You know
Ain't
what?
no boys coming to this house. You ain't going to no boy's house.
She not gonna go to a boy house and tell you. You know what they was doing. Their parents were not giving them their blessing to go out and do the things they were doing with you. They were doing it behind their parents' back, right or wrong. Right or wrong.
Bro, I was going to their house.
Yeah, not when their parents was
in the
there.
room.
Not when their parents was there.
Yeah.
And when their parents was there.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's nuts. But also, I experienced something similar too.
I'm not saying like their parents gave me the okay, but like, yo, go ahead, you can bust my daughter. No.
My first experience was spending the night out. I was in high school, and it was a senior girl, and her mom was like, "Cool, you can stay the night." We all stayed out, but we kind of like camped out in the living room, like all of us stayed in the living room, like on the couches and stuff like that. So it wasn't like in her room type of stuff. She was
Right.
like, y'all should late, y'all are here, y'all can stay here. And everybody knew everybody was safe or whatever. But I mean, nothing happened. I just stayed the night out. But that was my first experience with a parent being okay with me staying out. When I was in high school. I was a freshman though. And funny enough, my little brothers that came to visit that same night, and I missed my little brothers because I stayed the night out. Only reason I remember because I stayed the night out. My little brothers had come up from Florida just for a night trip, and I missed them because I was staying the night out. But my daughter and I spoke about dating, right? And one of the things that we established, and for now, it might change, right? Because it's very dynamic most of the time, was that she was gonna date. And I peeped this from like some talk. It was something was going on. I think I might have grabbed it from somebody else talking about it. I liked the way it sounded, so I took it. He said when he lets his daughter date, she gotta bring the boy that she liked. They can't have a date on their own. First couple of times they hang out, they gotta hang out with the daughter and the father together. They gotta hang out together. Come to the crib, hang out with me and my kid at my house. So I can see what kind of guy he is. I can see what kind of person he is. But also I want him to attach me to my daughter, right? So when he disrespects my daughter, he disrespects me, right? Not ideally, but I want him to experience me with my kid. So now he has me attached to my daughter. He knows I'm there, what my relationship with her is. And if he has a problem with her, he can talk to me. You know what I'm saying? We have a connection. We have spoke. I was like, my daughter started laughing when I told her. I was like, what's so funny? She goes, nah, I like that. I was like, why you like that? She goes, because he can't be a punk. He got to come to the house and meet my dad if he want to date. First thing she did out the rip was like, Dad, I want you to meet somebody. She wanted me to meet somebody. We got the condensed air blicky. Yeah, I said the condensed air blicky. But I was like, I thought that was cool. My daughter was cool with it. When I talked to her about it still, she liked that idea. So I like that because it makes it, I don't have to hide it, right?
Right.
I don't want to be the dad that don't know. That's the only thing. I don't want her to not know because that's when they get into stuff, man. Because all my experiences that I felt like are inappropriate was because they didn't feel like they could talk.
Sneaky.
Yeah. And I don't say no often to my kid. Normally it's like, not right now, we'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never like, nah, that's it. You know, like, the no dating is like, do you like, but she tells me when she likes people. She tells me when she wants to, you know, I got a crush on someone. For the most part, she tells me. I haven't found out about nobody this year, but I don't know why she started lying now. She don't even know because she want to know if I like the guy.
Right.
Every time she like a dude, she want to know if I like the dude. She'll be like, Daddy, I think you'd like this one. Why do you think I like him? Oh, he's good on his grades. He's respectful to the teacher. You know, like, she has a criteria that she knows I'm looking for, but she, like, excited to tell me to see if I'm going to like it, too. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that she gets excited about...
Hey, I ain't blaming you, bro. Hey, look. Yes, sir. Know what it is?
Hey, I might have to step outside real quick. I might have to step outside real quick.
Full-time membership, bro. We don't get over that. Nah, but she gets excited to tell me. But it's part of the reason because I don't make dating. I'll make boys special. A lot of boys going to like her.
Right.
I don't want to think that, you know, one boy is more special than the other. She's going to get a lot of attention. She's going to have her choice. I'm like, lock in, though.
I remember when I was a kid, I went and told this one girl, I forget, Amy, I think her name was, told her parents I wanted to date her. And for like the first 6 months, if we went out somewhere, they would never tell us we couldn't go nowhere. But they would go out with us, and they would sit like all the way over there, just so they could watch what we were doing. They never like came over and like bothered us.
Like, were there with you. Or she ain't had no car.
Nah.
So they had to drop her off anyway. So it was more so to get y'all where y'all going. I was telling my daughter, what you dating? Any date you go on, I gotta go on with you. So how you going on a date? Y'all hanging out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and like if you look back at it, like when you younger, you wasn't dating. Like we knew what we was doing. We just try to get the yams real quick and we out.
That's why I told my daughter, like a boy that asks you to be his girlfriend, that's just a boy that just wants you. Even if it's not just like, he just wants you. Because y'all concept of dating is get with the girl, kiss the girl, touch the girl, have
Going
sex.
through the bases.
That's
going through the bases.
That's your whole concept of relationship, is to go in there and date someone, which is get the yams. That's what they think a relationship is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's moving quickly into sex. But I'm like, get a boy that says, yo, what animes you watching? Yo, let's do homework. You know, get a boy that wants to get to know you. A guy that asks you what you're doing Friday to me, is a better approach than a guy that says, just be my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay. So I'm like trying to teach her discernment. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, we don't know what sticks with what kid, but I'm trying to make my kid more active with her brain, a little less active with her like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because what is it? Lust and love look a lot alike till like problems show up. You know what I'm saying? Like when you gotta work through a problem, now the difference shows up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we gotta see how they act when they're mad at you. How they treat you like that. But that's a whole nother conversation. My my bigger thing, brother man, getting a haircut. You got any kids?
No kids.
You mind if I ask you the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
When do you allow your child to date?
Well,
You have is it different for your sons and your daughter?
no, it wouldn't be different.
It'd be the same age.
Be the same age.
What age would you let your kid date, ideally?
Probably like 16, 17,
16,
18,
17?
maybe 18.
Why would you wait until they were 16, 17, 18? Did you wait till you were 16, 17, 18?
To date, yeah, I mean, I waited till I was like 14.
Okay. So why would you give them the extra 2 years on your kids?
Because I feel like 14 is too early. For something to be anything actually like serious, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you don't even know yourself. How you gonna expect to be in like a real relationship?
So what would you tell them? Like, how would you get them to be? What would be the buy-in, right? You can't date till you're 16. That doesn't really work. How would you get them to buy into the concept of waiting until they were 16?
Shit, I'm gonna figure that out when the time comes. I'm only 23 right now, so I mean, honestly, I haven't really put too much thought into it yet.
I like the answer because honestly, I never thought I'd be having that conversation with my kid, but I like talking to my kid, man. I actually really enjoy hearing how she think and how she works it out because it's like fun, especially if they actually do talk because they don't always talk. Sometimes they get quiet. I like the fact that she runs her mouth about things like, "Ooh, daddy, let me tell you. Oh, daddy, I got this dude." Her old crush from last year, she see him and she be like, "Dad, I saw so and so yesterday." I'm like, "Here we go." We right back. Nah, it's not like that, Dad. Like it's cool to talk to my 12-year-old about dating and liking people because I feel like she don't have to hide it. So if something ever does go wrong or something goes right, it's that platform, that language is already established. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Talking about it beforehand makes sense. I just said I don't think I'd let it. You can definitely like talk about it prior to like 16. I'm just saying I don't think I would want you to be in a relationship until that age.
No, I can dig that. I'll tell her till then as friends. She's like, I know. So now she tells her friends, "What you got a boyfriend for? Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't go on no dates. He ain't got no money to take you to the movies.
Exactly.
If y'all go to the movies, y'all gonna get dropped off by your parents. What are y'all doing?" Like she think it's goofy. She don't understand it.
Yeah.
She like liking people, but she like we're not really dating because we're nobody taking us out.
Exactly.
So I'm like, that's facts for me.
But you don't even got a license. How are you gonna go on a date?
Your parents got to drop you off. That's why I told her when we
That's
start,
why I see, yeah.
we do the dating. You gotta come home first. We gotta get to know this person. We gotta chill, play video games, whatever. Regular day in the crib. Come here, hang out with my daughter here, and then we can look at. Cause what if he ain't got no dad? He ain't got no guidance, right?
Right.
If he ain't got no dad, he ain't got no guidance. He can't be respectful in the house with you. Then what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
let's have discernment. Let's pick the right one. Cause I'm trying to make it where you don't do what me, your mom, and everybody else has done. You get married and have a kid instead of having a kid and then having to deal with a co-parent. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this shit sucks. Co-parenting is the pits. You don't want to do that. You want to just have the family,
Right.
So I'm trying to train her up to do what none of us have done, which is, Jesus. It's a whole nother conversation. Let me go get Kev. Kev, can I come ask you the question now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's not bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna leave you hanging. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brody? Best day ever. Is that if I ask your Bobby some questions, brother?
Sure, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they don't be
You want to
liking
ask
me.
him first? Because he got
I got a
kids.
microphone for him.
Oh. All right.
And he got kids. You got kids.
Oh,
All right,
my
so
grown.
I'm gonna ask you first, brother, man. When do you let your kid date? That's the question, right? When do you let your kid date?
Man, well, my daughter being 32, I got to think back a little bit.
I'm trying to flex your daughter age. My daughter being 32. Nobody asked you her age, bro. You're like, yo, come on, man.
Just throw it out there. Man. I don't know, man.
I've been doing this, all right?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not new to this. I'm true to this, all right?
Yeah. I don't know, I think maybe about 16, 17.
16, 17 years old. Why 16, 17?
I mean, I think that at that age, they're beginning to, we try to give them a little bit of knowledge and everything, and by that age, I think they can kind of, they can definitely know what's right and wrong, and make the right decisions and things like that.
So here's my problem with a later time is that they can be 17 years old, but they can be naive in their dating, and they have access to things that are a little bit more adult. Like I have one of the ideas about growing up is that the older your child gets, the further they get away from you, right? Your influence on your child changes. It adjusts. So like when they are 4 and 5, you are their world. Everything you do, they want to do. You eat and they want to eat. You're laying down, you are their world. As they get into these 12, 13, they start having these friends. Their social circle become their world, right? And they're 17, 18, the world, it gets bigger and bigger and the world influences them more. So I talk to my daughter about crushes and dating and relationships and life goals because right now I have the most influence on her. You know what I mean? And as she gets older, the influence changes. The world, how she gets perceived by everybody changes. So I feel like if I wait too long, and not that you waited too long, 17, but 17, she starts having more access to alone time, traveling times, people's houses. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming at 17, I'm letting her go out and hang out with her friends. You know what I'm saying? And if she has the wrong friends that are doing the wrong things, and she's naive about dating and being liked and getting attention from a boy, and this is her first experience with going out and having attention to a boy, chilling in the basement where there's 3 girls and 3 boys and ain't no parents home. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's naive about these things, I'm setting her up to fail, right? So I would like to give her some kind of footing in the situation prior to that.
Yeah, definitely early, because, I think that begins early, like talking to them, kind of giving them the knowledge and everything. Because at some point, you can't watch them all of the time. So,
Right now, you can't do it.
Yeah,
They
right.
be lying, bro.
Exactly. So, you just got to hope that they can make some of the right decisions, without you being there.
So would you say that a better metric would be when building enough trust that dating becomes something where you don't have to, you can trust them to be honest, you can trust them to be where they say they're going to be, to do what they're going to do? Would you say that trust is a bigger factor than their age?
Yeah, that could be.
I got a 40-year-old brother who's a dummy. And I mean, he's a dummy. Yeah, I
You
don't.
might be watching, man.
You a dummy. Like, he a whole dummy. I don't trust that boy to boil an egg. You hear me? Like, the boy's a dummy. The boy's a dummy. Yeah. You hear me? So, like, I would never, I don't know how he got girls. I don't know how people date him. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. It will be the most, you know how people believe in magic, some people don't believe in magic? That nigga's a unicorn. That nigga clearly has some kind of voodoo to him because I've never seen him without one. He always got a girl. Forever. It don't make no sense. But he naive as hell. He don't make no sense. Yeah. And he probably should have dated after reading more books. Right. Kev, what about you, man?
I would say about 15.
That's boy and girl?
Boy and girl.
They just throw your kids to the
Well,
wolves.
huh?
15, we just throw them
Nah,
to
as
the
long
wolves.
as you got to think by that time they already dating. You drop them off at the
They
at
definitely
the
doing
mall.
a lot already. I
Yeah,
got a
you
lot
dropping
of
them off
insight.
at the mall. Who you think they meeting?
I got my man on the ground right now.
Who?
And I'm getting a lot of stories, man. The reports come in on a regular basis. It's out of control.
I got my man on the ground.
Yeah, I got my
as long
homie.
as they mature, and I think they can handle it.
But I don't
I'd say
think they
15.
understand. I don't think that the way that these teenage kids perceive dating right now is actually dating. Because what would you say the purpose of dating is?
To get to know somebody.
To get to know somebody.
Yeah, to see if y'all have chemistry.
These kids I'm attracted to the person. That's my girlfriend now. And if that's my girlfriend, I get to kiss her. And that's my boyfriend, she gets to kiss him.
You probably
And
got
if-
to kiss
and after
before
they,
date.
and after they kiss her, if that's my girlfriend, I can touch her. That's my boyfriend, I can touch her. I can touch her. Then it's, well, that's my girl. We should be laying down. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's my boy. We should lay down. If I really like him, I should be able to lay down. You know what I'm saying? Like, their concept is this. That's what adults do.
They don't check the box no more.
You done did it at the most wildest places, bro.
I'm not dogging that. Not on the internet. Not on the
Out of
internet.
my house, you pay your own bills. You can't do it.
Yeah,
My
but
son,
But think
come home right now. Dad, I got my first.
think about it though. All the super
I wouldn't be
all the
cool with
super
that either,
strict
though.
dads.
Huh?
All the super strict dads.
Yeah, what they do? You
Yeah.
held it down more.
They
wanted more experience.
They wanted more,
So,
yeah.
and it wasn't more experience. They had to do sneakier things, which meant they had to get disrespected, not
How you doing?
That's Kathy's mom? Oh my God, that's my mom. Hey, mom.
Kathy's dad.
Kathy's dad. No, don't give me no fist bump. Hey, you doing, Kathy's dad? Hi, Kathy's
How you
mom.
doing?
That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. Oh,
All right.
My baby.
I go, oh.
Kevin.
How you doing?
Hey, Kathy's dad.
Là son, ông kêu ông chủ là son.
How everybody feel?
Everybody, I love it.
Okay, have a good, wonderful day.
You too.
How is English better than yours?
Yeah, that's yo. How you gonna do that in front of the family? Yo? That's too out of pocket. it's, it's crazy.
Oh, they know your parents?
Yo, I'll let you know something. When the girlfriend's family come into the barber shop, you got your respect. You know what I mean? She wanted me to meet mom and dad. Ain't no wrong time to meet mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? You know, next time we see him, I hope we have the wedding together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So, Caleb, you say 15,
Yeah, 15.
and that's for boy and girl.
Yeah.
And what's the prerequisite? What are you looking? What box are you checking before you let them date?
Pretty much, they go to the movies or something.
Well, when are you letting them date? What is what do you need from them to be comfortable with them dating?
I'm going to drive them off and
You
hang
don't understand
around.
that question. They just have to be 15 and then you're good to go?
No, I said a mature 15, not just
What's
because
mature
you're
15? Give me an idea. What does that look like?
I can trust them. They talk to me.
Integrity.
Yeah.
So it's based on the communication.
Based on, gotta have that.
We have truthful, honest, open communication and it's different. All right. I could dig that.
Yeah. And no lying.
Your son come to you and say, Daddy, I got a yam, right? I got some yams, Daddy. What do you say to him?
Touchdown.
All right, your daughter come to you,
Huh?
15, same age.
Uh-huh.
I got it. I gave it to him.
In this day and age, I gotta expect that.
Damn.
I mean, you can say no all you want, but think about it, man. They going to 8th grade and stuff
There's
now
really
these
nothing to do with
days.
that point. Be honest
Huh?
with you, there's really nothing to do with that point.
Yeah.
Like once you come to you and say, I did it,
Now we gotta.
it's over and done anyway.
Now we gotta make sure she use protection, everything. You know.
Did you want to do it? Was it something you got?
Yeah,
Did
you
you
know.
want to do it? Did you feel like you had to? Is this your boyfriend? Is this a random dude? You at a party? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or what
I
are you
would
doing?
hope she wouldn't,
Are
but it's
you
a part of life.
are
What was you doing at
respecting
15?
I would never want my daughter
Plead
to
the fifth.
experience.
Just plead the
I
fifth.
want her to experience what I experienced at 15. I want her to be better than what I experienced at 15. Because even though I was doing things,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't conducive to success. None of those things got me anything out of it. The
Yeah,
things
it
I
did.
did, the things I got in the books, got me more success than what I was doing in the streets.
Well, might have told you how to give some good do it.
That doesn't. That doesn't produce
That translates
anything.
now.
That doesn't translate to nothing. The good do it just gets you into trouble. That's not what you're looking for. It's fun.
Practice.
It's fun,
Practice.
but it's not conducive to anything that's worth.
Nah,
anything.
but long as they mature, they can handle it.
Woof. That's wild.
I mean, it's probably gonna cut deep, but
You probably,
been my little girl.
probably. Nah, it's gonna wear me out. I ain't with it. It's gonna wear me out. I'll be stressed out for the rest of the day. I gotta ask my man. Hey, Sean, can I ask you a question for the day? You mind if I ask your barber some questions?
No.
Go ahead, man. You've been doing it on your pocket the last couple times we did it.
That's good right there.
I
Bang.
hope so. I kind of that should be good. And I had there's a gate, a noise gate on it, so if it's too far away, I won't pick it up high enough. But I think it's fine last time. So here's a question, right? When do you let your kid date? What age do you let your kid date?
The girl. If I had a daughter, yeah, that's as a member and the head of the strike team, represent, right?
At all times.
We are trained to kick balls in goals.
Hold on a second. Keep on answering the question. Keep on answering the question.
And as a father, our goal is to keep the balls out of the goals of our daughters. So,
I like to think of it as, in addition to that, training her to be an effective goalkeeper, right? Because she's not just a goal, she's also a goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying?
right.
She need to be able to say, you know what, that don't work, that don't work, that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And not only that, but like at any young age, at 14, 15, 16, like you're only going to be a girlfriend at best. Of course, there's a few outliers that they can say, hey, I've been with my person since I was 15, 16 years old, but that's not the norm. So the chances of your daughter being with their forever person as a teenager is very slim.
Yeah.
And my point in saying that is I'm not raising her to be a girlfriend. I'm trying to get her to the wife status. And, dating at
14, 15, 16, you and I, well, I don't know about you, but I know that that's not necessarily, I don't want a chick that's been on 100 dates with however many bodies with them dates
Check
by
ball,
the
bro.
time.
You should be, I don't know about you. Why
I don't know.
you single me out?
I can't speak for you. You can
Nah,
speak for
speak for
yourself.
me, nigga. I
Nah,
like
because
what
you
you
gonna be like,
said.
you be the type of dude. I don't care as long as she's ready for me. Like that's you.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
don't do that right now. Right now, we're a team, all right? They don't need to know that. This is a different episode. This is episode 216.
Oh, so we sticking together on this
Yeah,
one.
hey, we always
Strike
together.
left,
We're a team,
strike
man,
right.
man.
I
You know what I'm
got you. I
saying? We're a
got you.
team.
Yeah.
Now they
so,
think I date anybody.
You know, I think we gotta train. You know, we gotta try and do our best job to raise, our daughters as wives. And at this point, I think that it's gonna be difficult to do that with the mother, because the mother's gonna be like, well, oh, I think she should date, and oh, I think she
It's
should go
cute.
to yeah. And it's like, listen, like, that's great, but we're not raising her to be just a girlfriend. We're not. We're trying to have her be able to go on a date, keep the man that she wants, and maintain that man. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, not maintain him like how a man would maintain a woman, but maintain her relationship with that man. Like that's the ultimate championship. Not how many times you get to play in the game, but did you win the championship? Did you get married? Did you stay married? How long? Like, we're trying to get you to 80 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And you still with your
Partnerships and shit.
man. You know what I mean? Like
60 year.
we're trying to
marriage and
eliminate.
shit.
We're trying to eliminate. Well, I'm trying to eliminate all of this blended family nonsense. You know what I mean? Let's stick together.
No, I like that. One of my things is I like that. I like that language, right? I'm raising you to be a wife, not a girlfriend. And we're not dating to be somebody's girlfriend for 4 years. You know.
So why even? And we all know. You know,
Yeah.
whoever you was dating between 14 and 20, even 25 for that matter, as a man or as a boy or a male, you know, we wasn't worried about. When did you start thinking about marriage?
I ain't gonna lie. I was 15.
You start thinking about marriage?
14, 15. My first girlfriend, I thought I was gonna marry.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's why I say I can't speak for him. Kev, when you start thinking about marriage? Hey, Spoon.
Hold on.
What age did you start thinking about marriage, Spoon? Can't ask the women because they've been born and bred. You know.
Today? Today?
21.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you good though now. Check that box.
Red, when you start thinking about marriage?
Ready to think about it.
You just, well, you just, yeah.
Hey man, some people is born to strike, my dude.
Don't admit that no more. Don't admit that no more.
What?
That you was thinking about marriage at 15.
Nah, I thought about marrying the girl that I was. First off, a real life.
So basically, 9th, 10th grade, you was over here like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get married.
I got my I got my own situations on why family is important to me, right? Because I got my own battle, my own life wounds that make family important. So I thought that was family. But I'm still cool with it to this day. But at the same time, I was doing things that were not family oriented because I didn't know what it was. I would say, I don't think I was really I really knew what it took to be a family. Because the idea of it is one thing, right? I don't think I really knew what it took to be a family until I was probably in my 30s. Probably in my 30s.
So,
Like, I had this.
Let me speak for me and my guys. We wasn't in 9th, 10th grade talking about, yo, I'm gonna marry you, man. Like, yo, this is the one. We was like, yo, this is the one I'm about to crack tonight.
There was a lot of things going on.
Marriage
before that one.
More. We wasn't talking about. We wasn't getting together after school, after a football or basketball game.
Why is that important though? Why do you think the time frame of when you allow your kid to date? Why do you think that's important? Like, what do you think is the benefit of that?
I think it gives the child proper time to develop, and each child, being male or female, they have to develop differently and at different times. And it's a little bit realer when your daughter is out there, because if your daughter goes and slips up and makes a mistake, right? Like she has unprotected sex and she gets pregnant and she's 15 years old. That baby's coming home where? In whose house? Who got to make room for that baby? Who got to buy the crib? That boy is out. You gonna move the boy in? Not likely. You know what I mean? You gonna let that baby go over to that boy house that's 15 or 16 or 17 years old? Not likely. You know what I mean? You gonna let your daughter move in with that boy and his family with the baby at 15? Not likely. So we gotta do a better job, at preventing like these so-called mistakes. Not calling the baby a mistake. I'm calling the
The behavior
the
around it.
act of sex and not thinking about the ramifications of getting pregnant, you know, of your actions of having sex, like that part, like that was nobody playing. Hey, 15, yo, we about to have this baby. And if you are thinking like that, I mean, it's kind of foolish, and you're probably doing it for selfish reasons, like family issues, didn't feel love, want to feel love, thinking you're going to stay together. You're not really thinking at 15.
No, I agree. I think it takes a lot more. Like I said, I was thinking about it in ninth grade, but I was thinking about it in ninth grade because of
No,
my
were
own
you thinking
bio-
about having a baby? I'm talking about having a baby.
not a baby.
I'm talking about having a baby, not
I
getting
just
married.
think that at that age, I'm talking about with the mindset, right? The mindset at that age wasn't a product of experience and what would work and what was good. It wasn't based in logical. It was based in feelings and you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't developed enough to know what I was going through and what I was doing and what made sense. So like it was premature. You know what I'm
So
saying?
with the daughter, I'm gonna try to focus on developing her as a young girl into a woman. So when the right man comes across her, he's gonna want to lock
Carson,
it down.
turn it down a little bit, buddy.
He's not gonna want to go nowhere. Like he's gonna be like, yo, this is it. Like I want to do everything I can to keep this woman because she's an asset on my team and a part of my family, and she comes from a good family, and she's raised right. You know what I mean? So part of that is keeping her off of that dumb stuff,
Facts.
which is hard. Society, music, their
whole culture around it is-
their own mother. No,
The whole culture around
I
it is
want her
kind
to cheerlead. Every time about cheerleading, right? I said, so let me get this right. You trying to have her go and cheer on boys, right? There's no real career in cheerleading and rooting for other men and half naked. This is what we're gonna do when she can be in any other type of club that will actually produce something a lot better in terms of a woman and as an adult than being a cheerleader. You know what I mean? I'm good.
That's again, the concept is mad different. I
I'm
like
good.
it though.
I'd rather be in the chess club. You know what I'm
Played
saying?
chess with Fats yesterday, man. Told her she couldn't play Xbox, so she beat me in a chess game.
You played chess with who?
Fats, Maya, my
Oh,
baby.
you call her Fats?
Call her Fathead, because her mother got a fat head. She got a head like a mother. But I just start calling her Fats because it's easier.
I'm not gonna call her that.
No, don't. That's my name for her.
You gonna try to slide me?
Yeah.
You do that.
Man, we got to talk. Anyway, so, Jesus.
It's been a week.
Bruh,
It's been a week.
It is bad.
Hey,
We gotta talk.
I avoided jail and prison about 5 times
What?
within 7 days.
You got me beat.
Yeah,
I did 3.
Within 7 days.
I did 3.
First it'd have been jail, then I avoided it, man.
Hey,
I was like,
man.
oh, not today.
And that's part of the reason I wanted to have this conversation because I'm like, don't have no babies without being married because you don't want no split family things. I think the biggest thing for me is having experienced it and going through it. I do not want my child to go through the bollocks that is co-parenting.
I'm gonna tell you the
Especially
real.
with something that look good. 'cause
I'm
my
gonna
thing
tell
that
you
look
the
good ain't
real.
good for you.
If you a man, I can't stress this enough. If you a man and you thinking about being good with that woman and having that woman for long, what I'm trying to tell you, date the mother. And I don't mean date her like sexually. I mean like take her out, take her to coffee, get to talk, like really build with her mother. And if you, at the end of the day, do not like the woman she is, push eject. I don't care how.
I don't agree with that, but I agree with that. I think that they can because the child could be an inverse of the parenting.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
An outlier.
But I agree with it.
An outlier.
Yeah, but I agree with it. I just think that you could just know what exists in her, right? Because even if she's the opposite, right? That still exists in her. That's still a part of who she is. You know what I'm saying? I manage my emotions way better than my mom, but shit
you a
that my
man.
mom
You
got-
can't. You can't. I'm talking about woman to woman.
I'm talking about psychologically. Like we got a similar woman and you right. So like
I'm talking about
I don't
woman
have
to
that.
woman.
I don't have that. But my sisters act like my moms. And they wasn't even with her all the time. They act just like my moms. And we all know they do. Like everybody know they do. But they'll swear to you that they don't. But they do. We all act like our mom.
So
Well,
if
they
you
all
don't like
act like
that woman, and you can't get down with that woman, don't do it. And I wouldn't even start the evaluation until I'm 30 and a half.
So what do you do before that? What do you tell your kids to do before 30 and a half?
Work on yourself.
Build yourself up, invest in yourself.
Build your career,
Wow.
build your life. You can date, do your thing, but definitely don't let nobody into your heart to the point where you taking them seriously and you getting off course. You going this way, I might like her, I might even love her, but I can't even pay
If she's
attention.
for me, she'll be
I
there.
can't even pay attention. I'm right here. Like I'm right here, right now.
I think it's called The Drummer. There's a movie called The Drummer. And he goes sit down at he goes to the diner with this girl, right? I don't know the whole movie. I just seen the scene. The diner with the girl, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He goes, "Yeah, I can't do this anymore.
I know you're talking about.
He said, I can't do this anymore.
I know
So
exactly
like, what do
which
you
one
mean?
you're
She's
talking about.
laughing. He goes, nah.
Yeah, I'm
He said how
dead
this
ass.
goes. I like you.
Yeah, I remember. I
And
know.
I'm gonna like you. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna spend time with you.
He put the
But
whole-
I'm gonna keep drumming.
Yeah.
You gonna want me to spend time with you, go on dates.
And I ain't gonna be able to do
But
it.
I'm not gonna be, cause I'm gonna have to drum.
Yep.
And he's gonna say, eventually you're gonna despise me because I'm gonna drum where I can spend time with you. And you're gonna be like, and it's gonna get to the point where you make an ultimatum, me or drumming. And I'll choose drumming, and it'll break your heart. and I'm
Put
gonna
it
go
down.
drum.
He put it down for her.
So the reality is that I can't be with you because it's just gonna end horribly for us.
That heart.
I was like, bro.
Yeah. That was. I mean, I know that's Hollywood, but if that
Oh,
really
I saved
happened,
it.
that was a wise decision on his half.
I saved the audio.
And that's what you should do with the men, with the young men, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what point is it in getting married early on and having to struggle with her? Yeah, it happens. Yeah, you get couples that come together at 24, 25, and they stay together for a long time. They learn to grow with each other. They go through their financial hardships. They might have good jobs and it might be coming up, in their careers, and it might work for them. But how many of them do you know that's like that? How many stories you know that's like, we were together at 25 years old, we got married at 25.
I bumped into him, but that's not even a bigger thing. I think women should do it too. I think women should lock in too. I was just telling my daughter, like, her favorite thing to say to me is, I was locked in today, Daddy. Like, lock in, right? The boys ain't gonna go nowhere. And honestly, if you start emulating the behavior you want to see in the guys, if she starts worrying about getting herself together, being a quality person, being somebody that's not even worthy, just take care of your business, right?
I gotta put more thought into that. And the reason why I say it is different for them is because they are on a time clock. They on a time clock.
Nah, I ain't say her whole life.
Like,
Lock
if she
in
waits
for
until she's 30
high
to like
school.
really
No,
wake up.
Lock in on high school. Because I'm talking about, we talking about these teenage years, right?
Right.
Lock in for high school because now your career puts you in a position where your proximity of people who also put the work in. Now you're around men who are driven, who are focused, who are dedicated to a goal. Now the dating pool changes.
Yeah.
High school, you're in proximity to whoever's around you, right? All different walks, all different focuses, all different grade level. You know what I'm saying? You're just in there. But once you get out of high school, you're only around people who have a certain mindset, a certain drive, right? They've accomplished certain things. They will send you to another country to study abroad because your grades. Just doing the work. You ain't gotta be a genius. Do the work. Lock in, get the work done. You know what I mean? Every day we go through grades every day, Brody. Every time she come home, we look at the grades, and then we make a plan on how to get the grades better. Every day. I call her twice. I call her at 3 when she gets out of school. We look at the homework situation. I'm practicing French. I'm learning French to practice French with my baby on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like we locked in. You feel me?
Yeah.
And our mindset just creates she's going to attract, right? The energy she's putting out is that I'm focused. So a dude that's not focused gonna look at her and say, I can't mess with her. She locked in. I gotta be locked in to be around that.
We gotta train our kids to be better, and one, hold ourselves accountable, and even recognize that we done made our mistakes and how that impacted our own lives. I look around, I'm like, man, I'd have did a whole lot of things differently, and now we gotta raise our kids to do better,
To be better.
the best way we can, because we fighting a lot. We're a fighting society. We're fighting our own culture. We're fighting our own ways. We fighting broken families. It's a lot that we fighting, and we're trying to come up out of. You know what I mean? And we hope that they can do better than us. Like, man, it would be. I'd be happy to know that your daughter got married at 28 years old and stayed with this man forever until they die.
I'd take 23, 25.
We turned it around. All right, I mean, whatever. But whatever's for you. But what I mean, I'm just saying, like, and it's the same for my kids. Like that, I'll be like, man, like, all right, you know what I mean? Because now we building a nucleus, and they can really have a central system within their family to really cultivate the next generation that's after them to do even better than them.
Facts.
And like,
It's definitely the goal, man. Hey, I'm glad I made today's topic what it was, man. I learned a lot from you there. It was one little conversation. I took a lot of nuggets. Yeah.
that's my mic.
No, I need the mic, bro. I need the mic. What's my time looking like? What time is it right now? Check for me. 1:21. We gotta call it, bro. I gotta get home to the kid. Thank you guys for watching, man. I think Sean's process, like, of thinking of working it out makes so much sense to me, bro. Like, I think that it is about breaking something that is already broken and making it better, right? We owe it to our kids to make them better than us and not make the same mistakes, but also giving them time to develop. And how you decide to do that, there's a lot of things we talked about, a lot of things that were passed around the shop. In the comments, share what you would do to help your kid develop so they pick the right person to be with. Catch you guys Friday. Peace.